I mean, he really finds it a challenge to find kids anyway because of the fact that there's more turds than people where he lives. Since you didn't want to fight me in the octagon and wanted some gay-ass street fight instead, you're gonna get what you deserve, pal. So guys, Malay thought it would be a good idea to ask Excel to show proof that she's a woman. And if you guys don't know who Excel was, well,
I just want to make an apology for saying kill yourself.
Once again, another embarrassing pick to simp for. I mean, it's not as bad as Shrek right over there, but I still think it's pretty bad, you know? Actually, no, it makes sense that Malay would try to fuck Excel, since both of them are known for having a speech impediment. But that's not the only thing Malay has done. Malay also has a dream e-girl that isn't Excel. And overall, Malay is not a pimp at all. He is just a simp. You had your chance to fight me in the octagon on May 23rd, 2023 at approximately 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but you dodged.
Malay, I still need to give you this, you know that, right? I mean, I still have your present waiting for you, and you haven't accepted my gift yet. So, Malay, do you want me to mail this? Because I don't want to burn this, okay? Because this costed approximately fucking, I don't even know how much this shit cost. No pun intended. Since, you're fat, Malay, and normally you're not you when you're hungry, I think this would be a nice little midnight snack for you. Like this shit was fucking DoorDash. Malay, all you need to do is just go, ah? See, this is very simple, Malay. Just take my fucking gift, you bitch.
Anyways, remember when Basedazaz was talking about his face? Like, what was with that? Like, did he actually made it public before?
Yes, he did make it public. So the thing about G-Tastic is that, well, back in like 2021/2022, they were in drama, right? And in summer 2021, Basedazaz had his friend known as Eric Banks, and Eric Banks constantly told Basedazaz to show his face or something. So eventually Basedazaz showed his face, you know, as like a screenshot. He showed a picture of his face. And at that time, Eric Banks was friends with G-Tastic, so inevitably Eric Banks showed the picture of Basedazaz's face. And eventually, once that drama started with Basedazaz and G-Tastic, the thing is about that G-Tastic is that he wanted to like leak everyone's like personal information, not only like Basedazaz's information. He apparently wanted to like leak Thunderbuddy 29's information, and yeah, I think someone else's also information. Like, yeah, it was complicated.
But you remember when you told me that Basedazaz showed his face in one of his Gatastic videos? Was that true?
Yes, that's true. I watched the full 40-minute long video. It was uploaded around May 2022. May 2022. He uploaded that time, and yeah, I watched the full 40-minute long video from start to finish, and he showed his video, I think, somewhere around the end of the video, somewhere around there, I think.
He showed his face?
Yes, no. Like, G-Tastic leaked his face. No, G-Tastic was the one who doxed his face, and G-Tastic showed it in his own video, and then he eventually unlisted the video, but then Basedazaz showed the video that G-Tastic made on him, and even showed his face in it.
He didn't even blur it.
No, if Basedazaz truly wanted to like hide his face, then he would have blurred it. But no, he showed his face on full display.
Actually makes him guilty. He's like claiming I'm a doxer, even though when he was making a video on Gatastic, he didn't even decide to blur his face. So Basedazaz deserves no credibility.
Yeah, he showed his face in the video, and to add salt to injury, the video got 2,000 views.
Yeah, so like 2,000 people saw it, and you know, like there's like more people who saw the video by impressions and stuff. Like how many impressions you made during a video. Like if you 2,000 views, is probably you will get like 11,000 impressions.
Yeah, frick me, dude. Like, I mean, well, he showed the video. I mean, he showed the face like later on. I think around the 30-minute mark, or maybe later. I forgot exactly when he showed it, but he showed his face for like maybe 5 minutes straight, actually.
5 minutes.
I don't know, but he did show it for a long time because he was commentating on it or something.
So, you know, when he like re-leaked Basedazaz's face, he said, "Oh, Malay doxed me." He was literally bringing out this whole persona that I'm some type of doxer. He's just bringing out these like false narratives that I'm a doctor, even though his face was already public by Kitastic. And when D Weasel was calling out Basedazaz, why he wasn't calling out Kitastic as much as me, Basedazaz was literally doubling down. Like, what do you have to say about that?
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit when you think about it. Like when I heard about the doxing thing that you did, I was like, well, that's kind of bullshit. That's just retarded because G-Tastic already revealed his face.
Yeah, and people just say I redoxed Basedazaz, even though it's not really, even though you can just ask Kuiper to send his face, because he's not even calling out you for like leaking your face in my DMs, even though that's
No,
kind of
like,
considered
yeah, I
doxing.
literally sent
Well, it's
the
not doxing, but it's considered like a leaking of someone's
no,
face
like,
when they don't want it.
I
He's like,
literally,
yeah, but
yo,
Kuiper didn't
Malay,
leak my face on Twitter. He can still leak
Malay.
in anyone's DM, and they can still like leak and still dox you.
Yeah, no, like, no. When we were on a Skype call with Basedazaz and No Missy Elf, I literally sent the original, like, screenshot of Basedazaz's face, the screenshot that G-Tastic, doxed, the original one
Oh
from
yeah,
2021,
wait,
right?
was I there? I
Yeah,
think I
you
was
were
there.
there. You were there. You were there. When
Oh,
I,
and face he just said nothing.
no, he was laughing, actually. He was actually laughing, I think.
Oh, and he didn't even call you a doxer, even though like he doxed your face in a group chat with me and No Missy Elf and you.
Take a look at this screenshot of Malay. Oh, you want the context of this image? Well, I'm not gonna give it to you. If you want the context, you can ask Malay, because if Malay doesn't want to give context to the jokes I make and shit like that, then why should I give context to shit like this?
Azaz, I'm gonna level with you here. You have a screenshot up on screen, and based on your response to it, you clearly know the context. You have an obligation to explain said context, and refusing to do so only harms your credibility. Trying to be petty isn't a valid solution.
Basedazaz made this whole new video called Pedophile Commentators, and he mentioned me in the video, even though on Twitter he stated he would stop talking about me. And now he's using this screenshot against me, even though it's taken out of context. He's just using it to make me look bad. If you want to accuse someone for being a pedo, then don't look like a fucking idiot, man. Anyways, practically I'm just done with this fucking loser.